So once upon a time, the Outer Banks was sort of this wild and woolly community full of natural wonders. And it's become a tourist destination, and lots of people still come here for those wild wonders. But what we do is sort of preserve that wonder that has been here. Pine Island's a really unique spot. It captures the Outer Banks as it used to be. It's on the Outer Banks of North Carolina, towards the northern Outer Banks.
We've got about 3,000 acres that we can completely set aside and control. And that's basically what you need to be a sanctuary, is control. So we can provide them with food, we can provide them with rest, and we can provide them with water without disturbance.
So this sanctuary has so much stuff on it, we're still trying to count it all. Last spring we had a bio blitz out here, and we just had scientists out here for a 24-hour period just counting everything they could find. And so we have, by the time we're finished counting, I think we'll have over 400 species of plant living on the property, which is pretty, I mean, I don't know. I don't think I have 400 Facebook friends. So, you know, 400 species of plants is pretty amazing.
Pretty much every mammal you can imagine, with the exception of black bears. We don't have any bears on the sanctuary, but we've got foxes and coyotes, deer, of course, possums, raccoons, all that kind of stuff. Our main kind of focus here at Pine Island is the ducks, the waterfowl, and we've got almost every type of North American species has been seen here at some point. Mostly we have a lot of black ducks, pintails, mallards, green-winged teal, blue-winged teal, northern shovelers, American widgeon, gadwalls, tundra swan especially, Canada geese, all different types.
Every couple of weeks I find a new species of bird that's not on our bird list. So it's really a huge mix, and we haven't even started counting the bugs and the spiders and all that. And when we do that, we'll be in the thousands and thousands of species of animals that are using this site. And what it's been historically known for is the wintering waterfowl. So in the 1940s, 1943, there were 363,000 waterfowl overwintered on Currituck Sound. An average winter now is 25 to 30,000. So the number of birds that are living here have changed dramatically. Now is the time, as sea levels are starting to rise, as marshes are starting to disappear as a result of erosion, as the barrier islands are moving around, for there to be a catalyst, an organizer in the community to say, hey, what can we all do together to make this land be what we want it to be? And so now is the right time for Audubon to serve as that catalyst. We're going to be doing a lot of work on the facilities here, preserving the history of the Pine Island Lodge and evolving that into the future.
What Audubon is able to do is preserve all this Soundside property. You know, that's actually much larger habitat area than what's on the other side. When you look around you, it's the last piece of Outer Banks that really isn't developed, unless you go all the way to Pea Island, which is a National Wildlife Refuge. We're able to preserve, you know, some of the last maritime forest that is up on the northern part of the Outer Banks, so the animals and birds can still enjoy it.
So it's not just an investment in a building, it's an investment in the future of the environment here.
And I think that Audubon is definitely doing that. That's their first priority, is making sure that we got a place for the birds.
The idea that the animals can go somewhere else is not really true. You know, those sites are disappearing. And so it's very important that certain sites, critical sites, be set aside for that future, not just for the animals, but for the human community that depends upon them. Audubon scientists have spent the last few years taking all the data we have from decades worth of bird counts. And this site, Pine Island and the Currituck Marshes, has been identified as in the top 2% in the entire country as critical locations for bird survival. The other component of what we're going to do here is research. So researchers will come and stay and study sea level rise in the salt marsh, how the environment is adapting to those critical changes that are going on around us, and how we can help the environment adapt better. And so that's one of the great values of a place like this, is it serves as a a hub for scientific advancement. With donor support, Audubon North Carolina will be able to restore this historic lodge, preserve this critical landscape, and create a research and education facility of national renown.
So much has been accomplished so far, but this is where you come in.
Join us in protecting this pristine land and discover through scientific research how to save other marshes and the birds that call them home.
Donate today to help preserve and protect this unique sanctuary. Visit pineisland.audubon.org to learn how.